The two.
K Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with the broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. Looking at the last game for the Phoenix Suns, it was a win against Portland. It was a close game. They needed overtime to finish them off.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
And I think most fans thought that once they couldn't win it in regulation, they had missed their opportunity. And overtime wasn't going to go their way. But I tell you what, you got to give them credit for pulling it out.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Hardaway is out there with Jeff Hornacek. And it's going in at the three.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Pierce. Paul kicks to Redick. Rebounded by Hardaway. Los Angeles on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Deadly from behind the three-point line in that game, and it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it opened things up for them in a big way. The defense was never able to string together any stops or get comfortable.
The shot by Paul, no good. Last season for Chris Paul, another strong season. Yet 20-year form in terms of media hype. He was as strong as ever on the court and off the court.
And that's a great point. You know, he did kind of fly under the radar. It's hard to imagine the first team Hall of Famer in the future could do that, but a lot of it had to do with Steph Curry kind of coming on to the scene, splashing on the scene, if you will. But he is still one of the top point guards in our league.
And here are the Clippers now. The Suns getting the bucket, and it's blocked. Phoenix, another fast break opportunity here. Mullen's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pierce against Yao. Pierce kicks to Griffin. The 19-foot shot misses off the right iron.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Hardaway passes to Hornacek. Feeds it to Yao. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Jordan. There's the dish to Paul. Jordan the screen. 6 to shoot. Redick with the 3. Count the bucket. Redick's got 6 points.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Outside Hardaway. There's the pass to Hornacek. And it's good. Walk through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And the Clippers making a change here. Crawford's checked in. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And that sends Blake Griffin to the free throw line. It's on Kevin Garnett. So, for the Clippers, Smith comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for J.J. Redick. And the Suns making a change here. For Griffin. Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a three-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Fox comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Hardaway. Fox against Stevenson. It's good. This game is all even.
You know, guys, the Suns went from the 8th seed to finishing 10th in the West. I mean, it would have been a tough task for them to stay in the race, particularly after all the trades. I mean, their team was in transition.
Payton's shot is off. Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Griffin, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And when you shake up a roster, as the Suns did last year, it's hard to keep pace. They ended 6 games back of that final playoff spot, but that all happened after they decided to shake things up.
Now, here is McGrady. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Sabonis. Griffin with the steal. And now Stevenson running the floor all by himself.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's McGrady. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Up top, Griffin, covered by Payton. Griffin draws the double. Crawford, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide-open shots like that.
Here's Fox. The shot by Payton. Cans the shot from the wing.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Stevenson dishes to Smith. Picked by Griffin. Smith kicks to Crawford. Crawford with another miss. The Suns trailing. Here's McGrady. That one wide left.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Griffin a screen on McGrady. Crawford passes to Stevenson. With 1 on the clock, and no good trying to get that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, and listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you can be known for a lot worse things in your life and having gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going, what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Jordan is out there with Smith. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot.
And obviously, Chris Paul's one of the most highly recognized players in the game. High school All-American, college All-American, NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Highly decorated Chris Paul, multiple NBA All-Team selections, all defensive team selections. No MVP yet. It's probably right around the corner, though, for him.
Yeah, you know what? He's only worried about one thing, though, and that's hoisting that Larry O'Brien championship trophy at some point in his career.
Jason Williams, he's checked in for Hardaway. Now here's Pierce. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Smith on the wing, guarded by Garnett. And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. The shot by Paul, no good. Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. On the wing, Mullen from deep. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line. That's on Paul Pierce. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Jordan with it. Yao picks him up. Paul outside. Clippers moving the ball around. Smith, no good.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Now here's Paul. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Hornacek. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings, kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And the Suns making a change here. Fox is checked in. Williams dishes to Hornacek. Pass to Fox. Back to Williams. There's the triple. That drops.
Jason
Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, with a dead-eye shooter like him, it takes more than average defense to put a stop to it. It takes great defense, and even that might not be enough.
Now here's Paul. Dishes to Redick. Smith sets the pick for Redick. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Paul kicks to Smith. Inside. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from J.J. Redick.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And Williams, here we go. Here's Fox. No good from outside. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
Williams against Paul. from deep three-point range, and Williams gets it to go on the assist by Garnett. 6 points for Williams.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Smith. Lance Stevenson comes in for Paul Pierce. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul. Kicks to Rivers. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Rivers has got his first 2 points. McGrady, guys, 7 times. The lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
The floater. Shot is off. Payton with some nice D. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's McGrady, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find... find a way to hurt you.
Clippers trail by 3. Stevenson with it. Guarded now by Dennis Rodman. Stevenson passes to Crawford. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Hardaway's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. McGrady. And it's blocked by Jordan. Payton against Crawford. Jordan high post, right wing. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Rivers. Can't nail the jumper. Stolen by Rivers. And the first half comes to a close.